I would say that 3% by 2019 is possible. Unfortunately, for 2018, the die is cast. There are very positive factors right now for the economy. And the one thing that people tend to overlook a lot is the external environment. People in South Africa have this tendency to believe that everything is driven by local politics. But in fact, if you look at the data, Conrad showed a couple of those graphs illustrating South Africa's GDP growth history relative to the world, and the correlation is still there. I don't buy this idea of decoupling. In fact, the economy has been improving even as business confidence was falling last year. Positive global environment has contributed to remarkable risk appetite for emerging market assets and has caused the rand to appreciate fairly dramatically. Again, let's not overstate it. Part of that is due to a weak dollar. But we have gained even against other currencies. And that means lower inflation and the possibility of interest rates coming down. That's all extremely positive. The drought in most of the countries is over. We've recovered from that. And of course, commodity prices have improved, and that has resulted in our trade balance. If you actually look at the detail, you'll see that the main causes of the improvement in our exports has been a rise in the value of minerals due to commodity prices. All that, if left alone, could have led to 3% growth. The trouble is, we're going to have to raise the rate of VAT and possibly personal taxes and cut back on government spending, and that's going to counterbalance in the short term, neutralize a lot of the benefit that these other cyclical factors would have on us. And so I think 3% is a tall order for this year. Having said that, what about 5% in a few years' time? Well, if we get our structural factors in place, I think it is possible. And the most important of these structural phases is let's start moving on improving education. And if there was one criticism of the sonar, is that I believe that number one emphasis should have been on improving education. Because until you do that, you're going to sit with high levels of inequality, people not being able to add value, and as a result remaining underpaid.